All right. Well, this one we're going to take a look at the entry of the liability side of our balance sheet. I hope you don't mind that I broke this up, but we decided here today that probably it's just easier to look at each one individually. It gives you, you don't have to dig through if you only want to work on a balance sheet. If that's all you have time to do, you can take a look at that rather than putting them all together where we would have had an hour worth of YouTube videos to try to dig through. These are a little more focused. By all means, let me know what you think. This is brand new class, brand new tool, and your guidance helps me know how to do things better for you and for the classes in general. So I appreciate any feedback. All right, so we are on the assets or the liabilities side of the balance sheet, and we're going to take a look at that in our ABC Farm packet on page 4. After we finished our non-farm assets, starts the liabilities. There are no accounts payable for this farm, and then we're going to get into some of the loans. Check out So in this one, we're looking at accrued interest for the loans that we have. So farm loan 1 was this balance sheet. One of the things that if you look at this, the data here, or the sheet, the ABC farms, they broke out the loans into current loans, which are annual loan, 1-year loan, the intermediate loans, which are typically 3 to 5, so that's kind of their machinery, truck loans, and then the long-term loan, which is the loan with their parents to buy the farm. So, those are separate, kept separate in FinPack, but in this tool, they lump all the different loans into one spot, so they'll be looking at the balance of each one. So we'll do the fourth. Okay, we'll see. Well, that's fun of a new tool, friends. That's trying to figure that out. Alrighty, we're at 100 pages. They're going to let us put in multiples. We do the fourth loan. Fourth national bank. We'll go to the fourth national bank anyway. I want the first national bank, which is an operating loan. We have accrued interest is what we're looking at, right? So the accrued interest for this one is 5,800. On the ACCR interest for that. And the next one, page 4, Fourth National Bank, it says operating interest rate is 7%, balance is 123,855, but the accrued interest for the year is 5,819. And when we go into the next ones, we'll be looking at the P&I payment, which is principal and interest payment due for the year. Okay. I see why this is like that. See, here you go, making mistakes again, Randy. All right, so if you look up here on top, and you go to a loan entry tab, number 4, that's where we fill in the information on our loan entry tab. And then that will bring it back to our balance sheet. And this should bring it back to our balance sheet directly. So, step it back a second. It's okay to make mistakes when you're doing it this first time, right? I hope so. If you're not, then you can take that up with me later. So, our Fourth National Bank. That makes more sense. Description here, operating as well. Purposes and operations. Business. Interest rate, 7%. Current balance, 123,855. This is a 1-year loan, so it won't be anything first year. February. Actually, no, this is monthly payment. Annual payment balance interest. All right. So then we have JD credit. This is for the combine. Interest rate, 7%. Balance. This one is a longer term, so it's going to landed, it looks like, starting point years ago. I have to figure out why that's going. I'm not sure. This one has a month due July. Date. If you look down at the notes there, it says they do this as biannual. I'll keep playing around with this and figure out why that's doing that. Go ahead and just this is just for this purpose today to practice it. I will dig into what is going on. This is giving me some hiccups today. Get that back to you. This 1.69%. Principal balance. I will come back.
You're at, you got the 7 and 6.5.
Yeah, I went and I skipped the Fourth National Machinery loan. I didn't get that one yet. I jumped right down from the JD from the And here I went down to the board. I'll come back around and get the machinery. Second. It's only letting us put it in a manual. I don't know what it is. Alright. For some reason it's not letting me change that. I'll figure that out another time. I wanted me to get a chance to play with this today, so all the tools aren't always perfect. We'll figure that out. It's nice when you have the same one, right? Just think where it is. And then finally we have the launcher. Hey, look at that. Scroll down, right? Okay. Some of these should have been entered in these other sections rather than the one. This first one is operating loans. Read, Randy, read, right? So we only have one operating loan. I put them all in there. That's why it's only letting us do annual payments. I'm not going to re-enter it. At this point in time, I'll go back and do it so I have it in the right spots. If you were following along, this is the trouble with following along. You got to make sure I'm doing it right, so I don't always do everything right, as you notice. So you want to put the vehicle loans on the vehicles, other business loans where they belong. We don't have any of those. We don't have any building loans. We do have a real estate loan, the farm loan with mom and dad. We haven't gotten to the personal loans, so maybe we can actually enter that. And personal loans on the mortgage. That's why I was being so grumpy about it. Operating loans are always going to be an annual loan, and it only wants us to do that. That's why I did it that way. So, my mistake. I'm sorry about that. You can re-enter this in the correct spots. That would be good practice. How to make a mistake and get it back. I will do the same. Not on your time, though, so we're going to go forward into the other aspects of our balance sheet.